Okay guys, welcome back to the part 2 of week 8 class 2. Now in this we have only two things left to do. The one thing is adding background music and the other one is triggers. So let's go ahead and add some music into our project. First of all, let me create a few folders and make everything proper. Create materials folder, the other one is scripts. Okay, so let's put everything inside the proper folder. Scripts, materials. Okay, materials, yeah. All right, so now everything is nice and clean. I can scroll back. I can keep it this way if I want, if it is easy for me to read it. So the next one we need to see is we need to bring in some music files. So I'm actually going to create another folder. Okay, so I'm gonna name it music. Okay, I go inside the music folder. I need to bring something from outside, so I have in my desktop this music. You need to wait for a while because see, Unity is actually looking at the file, and if I zoom in, can you see it? Actually, this is not just a design, this is actual waveform of your audio. If you select this, okay, on the right hand side you can able to see you can play this music and see how it looks. And this is channel 1 and channel 2, which is, you know, stereo, right? So you have this file and you have some information. This is the total runtime, so it runs for 3 minutes and it's actually good for BG music. One thing you need to be very sure of is Unity will support only MP3, wave, okay, OGG. Okay, only these things will be supported by Unity. For example, this music is wave. Okay, you can use MP3. Even I am not very sure because some MP3 will have problems, but wave and OGG formats, okay, are really nice when you can play. Okay, now I go back to assets, music, everything is fine. Now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to put this is my background music, and let's hear the music how it is. You just play this. I think you guys hearing it. I'm not sure whether you are hearing the music. I believe you guys hear the music, and you can click anywhere you want. Okay, so you can use this. All right, and what you can do is now you go back to assets. Sorry, we need to add this as a music. Now the question is, this music needs to be attached to at least one object, okay, to be heard when you play the game. If you don't attach this audio to any object, if no object is attached with the music, you cannot hear it playing when you play the game. So first of all, we need to ask a few questions. What type of music is this? Are we going to play the music when the enemy dies or when the player dies? Okay, or what is the event when we need this music? This music is a background music, so meaning whenever your game starts to play and until you stop the game, the music should be playing. So for that, what we can do, there is only one. For example, main camera is an object which is not doing anything for now, and you also know main camera cannot be deleted, correct? It must be there for the whole game. So why can't I add the background music to the camera. See, the music can be added to any object, but background music is always best to add in the camera, because camera will not be deleted whatever happens in your game. So background music is nice when attached with camera. Let's do that. So how to do that? Go to the main camera, okay, and if you notice, main camera already have something called an audio listener. Guys, you need to remember one thing. In Unity, okay, there can be any number of music. So I'm gonna actually say the music icon is this, right? So there can be any number of music files, okay, but there can be only one, okay, audio listener, which is this. Without audio listener, any audio that is playing in Unity cannot be heard in your speakers or headphones or whatever. So you can have only one audio listener in the whole project, okay, in the whole Unity project. Oops, my mouse. Okay, in the whole Unity project there can be only one audio listener. What happens if you have more than one audio listener? It will still work, but it will take a lot of memory power, and Unity will give you a warning message here if you have more than one audio listener. Since the audio listener is already attached to the main camera in this project, do not remove or do not add one more audio listener. Hope I am making myself clear. Okay, so this is clear. Now I need to play this music. How can I play? In order to play this, you need to add a component called audio source. Okay, so go to add component, go to audio, okay, in here audio source. Okay, so add component, or you can type source or whatever. See, now I have attached my audio source. The audio source is asking for two things. Okay, what is the audio clip I want to play? Okay, don't worry about the output, this is advanced. You don't have to worry about all these things now, but I am so interested in loop. I'll show you. I go to the audio source. Either you can click this and select it, or my easiest method is drag and put it in here. Okay, now if you play the game, okay, so the audio must be playing. Okay, can you see this? There is an audio symbol, which means the audio is attached to your main camera. So I believe you are hearing the sound when you are actually playing the game. All right, now what happens is there are two things. See, for example, you have tested the audio, and if you select the audio, it is only 3 minutes long. What if somebody is playing the game more than 3 minutes? Of course, right? Most of the times it happens. A very good player will be playing the game forever. So at the time, what happens to the music once it runs out of the first 3 minutes? That's why go to the audio source. We have an option called we have an option called loop. Make sure you put a tick mark here. So what happens is, from 0 to 3 minutes it's finished playing, it will again play again. So there is no end for your background music. Same music it will play again and again once it's going to finish. So if you are using a music as your background music, make sure that you put a loop here. Okay, hope I'm making myself clear. Okay, so make sure the loop is done. Now just play the game and we will see. Okay, if you don't like the music, I'm so sorry. Anyway, hey, you know what, I have a gift to you. I'm going to give you this folder, this online folder, where I have a lot of music for you, so you can download anything that you want. I will give this link to your class monitor along with my videos, so you can get it. For example, I'm currently using these tiny blocks. You can download anything you want. Okay, or you can download some Chinese music also if you want, but make sure all of them are WAV or OGG. Okay, all right. So now, and one more thing, if you are actually playing the game, for example, in here in the game screen, okay, in the game screen, sorry, my monitor is very small, so I can't show you. There is an option called maximize on play. If you switch this on, whenever you play the game, your game will be running in full screen. Okay, so your game will be running in full screen whenever you actually have this option switched on. Most of the times I don't like it, so you know, I just close it. And one more thing, if you, hang on a second, I can't see it, there is one more option called mute audio. What this happens means, if you switch this on, even you have audio in your game, it will be muted. Guys, you need to understand, right? We have a music, but every time when we play the game, we will be testing our game. So we don't want to hear the music again and again. It's boring and it's irritating. So if that's how you feel, what you can do is you can mute the audio. So when you play the game, okay, you will not hear the music playing, but your audio is there. Can you see? Your audio is there, but you can't just hear it. Okay, so you have two options here. One is maximize on play and another one is mute audio. So I'm gonna just remove the mute audio. Now I'm going to switch this on because I am speaking to you, right? So I don't want to speak when the music is playing because you can't hear me. So I'm going to switch this on, put it back. Okay, now I think our game is almost, you know, our first game is almost running. So what we can do now is the last thing is triggers. Okay, this involves a little bit coding and you need to understand what triggers are. Well, triggers are type of colliders. That is the truth. Okay, a collider can be a trigger. So what is the property of a trigger collider? Okay, I'll tell you one thing. A collider, okay, these are two objects. So I don't know how to change the color. I think here, yep. So a collider is responsible for collisions, right? If two colliders touch each other, okay, and it is colliding. If a collider is a trigger, okay, if a collider is trigger, this, when the collision happens, this collider will not touch and move away, but instead what it does is it will allow the object to go through it, but send a signal to Unity, hey, somebody touched me. Okay, You understand what I mean? I mean, if it is not a trigger, this ball will come here and touch, okay, and go back. But if this collider is a trigger, this object will pass through it, but the trigger will send a signal to Unity, the collision has happened. That's it. Why this trigger is useful is because you can do amazing event based programming using triggers. Okay, I'll tell you this condition now. See, in here what I want to do is, if my ball touches this coin, I want this coin destroy itself. You understand what I mean? I want to delete the coin. If you do that, it will look like the ball captured your coin. It's more like scoring, right, in the game. The coins are normally for picking up. So if your ball touched the coin, it looks, and if you delete the coin, it looks like the coin has been picked up by the player. So in here obviously the player is ball. I know you are not controlling the player, but it's okay. That's the next game we need to do. You can't learn everything on the same day. So let's do this first, then we can go to the next advanced levels. Okay, probably next class we will be moving our player. That would be more interesting. But let's do this first. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select one coin, okay, any coin that I want, okay, any coin that I want, and I'm going to open the prefab, because you know blue color is a prefab and you need to open it, okay, before editing it. So I select any coin, I click open. So make sure it's in blue color so that you are editing the prefab. Now what I can do is, I select the coin, okay, and I need to add component, and I'm going for collider. You know, circle collider is okay, and I need to edit the collider to make it look like, oops, look okay, cool. And if you notice, there is an option in the collider, there is an option called is trigger, and there is a button. If you want to convert a normal collider into a trigger, make sure you put one mark. Okay, I'll show you. Before I do that, I'll come back here, I'll go to a plank, okay, and I open the prefab. See, these colliders are not trigger, right? They are not trigger. If I convert this into a trigger, then the ball, okay, will never touch here and bounce. Instead, it will fall. Even though it has a collider, the ball will fall, because trigger colliders are not taking part in actual collisions. But when the collision happen, a trigger will inform Unity, hey, somebody collided with me, what to do. If you don't say anything in the programming, nothing will happen. But we are going to give a program. Okay, so let's do that. What I'm going to do now is, I'm going to write a very simple program for my coins. So for that, I'm going to go for the coin. Okay, open the prefab, don't forget, open the prefab, and I'm going to add a component which is going to be my script. Add component, and I will write a script here. Okay, oops, what happened? Yeah, I will do that now. Add component, coin script, any name that you want to give, create an ad. So my coin script is created, so you can double click and open it. Let me zoom it for you. Okay, so I'm actually going to write a new type of function. Okay, a new type of function called onTriggerEnterCollider 2D. Don't worry, this you will be using this a lot in the future. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Okay, so how to write a function is, see, you can't write one function inside another function. For example, start this, between this and this in here. Okay, between here and here in this space there can be only one function. You can't write an update function inside another function. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to write a new function called onTriggerEnterCollider. I will explain the code really quick, but because it's going to be a function, I cannot write in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write after this, but make sure you write everything before this. Okay, so I don't need start and update function. I'm going to delete everything, so mine is nice and clean. So in this I'm going to write onTriggerEnter. See, there are two things. Oops, oh my gosh. Guys, it shows two type of code, the JetBrains. One is onTriggerEnterCollider, the other one is onTriggerEnter 2D. Guys, if you write this by mistake, it will never work, because you know already everything that ends with 2D is the one that we need to use for 2D game programming. So you need to choose onTriggerEnter 2D. If it does not have 2D here, then it will never work. So if your code is not working, check this first. Okay, check this first. Now let me go onTriggerEnter 2D. Okay, don't worry about that line, just delete it. Now what is the code? onTriggerEnter 2D into the collider 2D if the entering object is other. Now this is a coin and this is a collider. This code says when some other object enters or touches this collider, what should happen? That you need to write here. Simple, right? I'll show you again. When, if this is a coin and if this is a collider and this collider is the trigger, it must be a trigger because this is a trigger coding. So when some other object with the collider touches this trigger collider, when any other object touches, that is the other object, when any other object touches this collider, what should happen? Whatever you want to happen, write it here. Cool, right? So when some other object touches my coin, I need to delete the coin. It's destroy. Amazing command. Destroy. What to destroy? This dot game object. Simple English, right? Because this script is attached to coin. When some other object touches my coin, destroy this dot game object, which is destroy my coin. I think I'm making myself clear. Okay, so this script, what it does is it will always check whether anybody is touching the trigger collider. If any other object touches the trigger collider, that's it, it will delete the coin. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, wait it for it compile. Make sure the script is there by going into the prefab. Yeah, our script is there. let's go here and let's check. Ooh, okay. This is nice, guys. You remember, this is a trigger coding. I told you it must be a trigger, correct? And you remember I forgot to click this button. This is amazing. Oops, I forgot to click this button. See? So open the prefab, put a tick mark here, then go back from the prefab. So make sure, select all the prefab of the coin and make sure everything is a trigger. Now let's check. Cool. See, we collected 2 coins, and as you can see, your coin is deleted from here. 2 coins are deleted. Okay, so when I play the game again, watch here. When the ball touches this one, the coin will be deleted. Very simple command. Ah man, come on man. Let me just play it again. So touch. See, 1 coin is gone. Okay, so guys, this is how, you know, and somebody will be asking, sir, how can we score? How can we count the score? Yes, you can count the score, but I need to teach you more things in a coding before I show you how to count continuously. Okay, if I teach you how to count now, then your score will be always 1, because in advanced lessons I need to show you a lot of codings. Okay, in that you will understand how to score properly. In here, if you achieve up to here, then well done. This is more than enough for a 3rd class. Remember, this is just our 3rd class in Unity. Okay, so if I show you too much, take it from me, I am teaching gaming for 14 years. When I get more excited and show you a lot of things about game making, my students run away. Okay, so this is one lesson I learned. So slowly I need to take it. Okay, I need to bring interest into them. Then afterwards, even I ask them, hey, you know what, please do not code. They will never stop. Okay, and you will definitely do that. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I think this is enough for now. Now what I want you to do is, please do an amazing thing. For example, you know now how to make things rotate. You know how to make amazing animations using transform. Okay, and you can actually add background music as well, and you can able to make triggers. So this is a very important class. You have learned a lot. Okay, and you could create an amazing game using this. Okay, and what you could do more is, see, after destroying or before destroying, you can say do not write after destroy. Okay, do not, normally in coding, do not write anything after destroy command. Why? Because once this is executed, the object will be deleted, so the next line of code will never happen. So always write before destroy. So you can say debug.log collected a coin. Woohoo! Okay. So every time a coin is collected, you can see this in the console, of course. So we will check. Okay, when our ball touches a coin, we should see it. See, collected a coin. Woohoo! This you guys already know how to do that. So we play a game. Oh, come on, man. Every time. I have a very bad luck. Come on, come on, come on, come on now, come on, just one oh yeah. Anyway, I'm just okay, I'm not so lucky, guys. Okay, hey, you know what, this is my game, right? Who is going to stop me? All right, let me make more coins. Ooh la la. Okay, so I want one more coin here, I want one more coin here. This is prefab, so I don't have to worry. I coin everywhere, coin. So I'm a rich man, nobody's stopping me. This is my game, my rules. See, here I have one coin, here I have one coin. No miss. I'm not going to miss any coin this time. Come on, man. Let's see. Okay, all right. Ooh, collected a coin. Ooh, ooh. Oh man, still I'm not so lucky. Okay, I believe you guys will be more luckier than me. Now I think you can have a lot of fun in this class, guys. Guys, in this class, do not forget to have fun. Okay, have crazy fun. When I say crazy fun, please do not jump around in the class, because I am not there. I wish I am there, because I will have fun with you. But make sure that you create amazing things by what you're learning, then create amazing stuff. Okay, so please save your project and take it with you, as I usually say, and I already told you how to save your project in your pen drive. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to save the project, and I will see you guys in my next video next week, and I wish all of you guys a very happy weekend. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so please practice before you go home. Okay, and make sure that you learn, do the same thing, but use your own ideas. Bring your own ideas into it and create an amazing level. Okay, use the rotate script in any way you want. Increase the speed, decrease the speed, creates lots and lots of prefabs, and see how things work. Okay, all right, guys. So thank you so much for listening, and I wish you all the best with this subject, and I see you when I see you. Bye bye and shishir.